Yo, Sanjay Uchiha here, people, and I'm just coming off the 1 hour special of Dragon Ball Super, and God, like, if any of you out there are wondering if the 1 hour special lives up to the hype, trust me, it does. Like, yo, dogs, this was sick, yo, Jano, like. I know it's been built up ever since February when the Limit Break Survivor opening of Dragon Ball Super premiered, but god damn it, man. Toriyama, Toei, Toyotaro, everybody involved, all the animators, props to you. The 1 hour special really, and I have to emphasize, it really went all in. Probably some of the, well, if not the best set of episodes of Dragon Ball Super to date. Like, it's insane, honestly. But obviously, these are my first impressions. I definitely love both episodes. Definitely the best episodes of the Tournament of Power by far, by leaps and bounds. But let's get into the review portion of this, people. So this these episodes, it's been a night, honestly, because I've heard even Crunchyroll servers crash. As a result, fan subs are late. Tonight was a real event. So let's get into it. So everybody knows what the 1 hour special centers around. The Goku versus Jiren fight. Like, that's basically it at the end of the day. Like, that is the plot. I mean, this is not the most in-depth plot, but that is it, people. So going into this 1 hour special, like reviewing everything as a whole, I must say that the art and animation were on par throughout. Objectively speaking, episode 110 was the better animated and had better arts overall. Let me kind of just calm down. Like, episode 109 had okay plus to good art and animation for me personally. But that said, I mean, when you put everything together, like, it gives a pretty damn good experience throughout. And I'm not gonna lie, it really, if you've seen my expectations video early in the week, like, this definitely blew my expectations out of the water, honestly. Um, but let's kind of just dive into what happened. So we start off with 109. We start with Ribrian, and I'm like, okay, like, Ribrian is like, unlike most people, I don't really hate Ribrian, but considering what we were expecting for this special, I just wanted her out of the way, like, quickly, so I could get to the Goku versus Jiren fight. And I know a lot of people felt that way as well. Especially this was false tension since Goku was fighting her in his base, even when she powered up. So that was like false tension there. There's that. Of course, eventually Goku kicks her to the curve in blue, and eventually we bump up into Jiren, and it's at this point that Vermod, the God of Destruction of Universe 11, tells Jiren to go into action. And honestly, from this point on, the pacing like just skyrockets like like 1,000 times faster. So the thing is, the pacing of the fight itself, like especially on the 109 side, was pretty damn fast. Like, we had Goku, and I loved how they built it up step by step. So pacing wise, we moved pretty fast, especially for 109 and 110. They slowed down a bit since we had a lot of the characters on the side commenting and all of that. But for what it was worth, I thought, like, honestly, I didn't mention it in my previous videos, but I was kind of concerned about the pacing of the episodes, honestly speaking, considering we had so much things go down, such as Kaioken times 10 times 20, Spirit Bomb, New Form, like all of that packed into one episode. I was kind of like concerned, but I thought for what it was worth, they pulled it off pretty good. Of course, we get a bit of what I was saying in my expectations video in terms of characterization for Jiren. Not as in depth as I would have liked, but we have Krillin. We didn't get any flashbacks, but we've learned two things. One, Jiren does want the Super Dragon Balls for himself. We don't know why yet, but this tournament is far from over, so we can still learn more about him. And two, that he does have that martial arts spirit. He does like testing out himself against his opponent and all of that. So, because at the start of it, and it was kind of like the show was self-aware. Goku starting off in his base, and we had Tien commenting like if Goku's underestimated him, and it's not that, but it's just that as martial artists they wanted to test each other, and this through the side characters' comments, it was this, I guess, somewhat of a personality or a character beyond this being this strong guy was projected onto Jiren, and I definitely like that. And there wasn't anything in the episode necessarily to contradict that. If anything, there was stuff in the episode to actually put that point forward, considering that towards this with the spirit bomb scene, and I'll get to that eventually, but there was that. So from a power standpoint, we have Goku going in the base Super Saiyan 2. Of course, we don't get Super Saiyan 3, which, I mean, tactically makes sense. We go to Super Saiyan God. And, like, Jiren is just, like, eating all of this up. And then Goku goes, like, he blocks Super Saiyan God with, like, I kind of feel like I'm rambling here. He blocks Super Saiyan God with one finger. That was and then Goku goes back to base and powers up to blue, and he goes in again and powers up to Kaioken. And it's just like the pacing and the choreography at this point, like the fight is so fast paced that you're I feel glued to the screen, and I didn't really have any problems with the choreography, honestly. Like the pacing, and it's just that the pacing itself made it just so epic to watch, and the choreography wasn't bad at all. It was amazing, honestly speaking. Very high pace, very fluid. The animation was, as I mentioned, okay, plus to good, and honestly, it was amazing. The power scale, of course, and the thing is, like, oh my god, it's insane. Jiren is so OP. And honestly, they tie up the plot point that we mentioned before the tournament. And I'm getting into that as well. But we see Goku go Kaioken, and it's no use. And like Jiren is just blocking everything. And then we get to the point where Jiren just like it's no use, and he just blasts Goku out of the ring. But after that, we see that Goku's not he's not ringed out. But oh my god, it was insane. And like the one thing I didn't like about 109 with Goku using Kaioken, like aesthetically speaking, I was expecting them to do like how they did with in the Goku versus Hit fight, where him going higher in terms of the multiplications of Kaioken makes his hair a bit lighter. I wanted them to make a bigger deal out of him going Kaioken times 20. But in a sense, it kind of does feel reminiscent of the Goku versus. No, I'm sorry, wrong call there. Because when he went Kaioken times 20, they actually built up and made it seem like a big deal. But here, it doesn't seem like. I know it's supposed to add like shock value to find out that hey, he's not going times 10 or times 20 yet, and then we find out from was it Beers and Weiss? One of the members, like sorry, I can't remember right now, but basically his Universe 7 teammates basically say, yo, he's already using times 20 already, and that was the point I'm saying, like, oh god, it's crazy. And even Goku knows that even using Kaioken times 20, it's insane how powerful Jiren is. And it's after this that we get to the Spirit Bomb aspect. And our theories are confirmed. So it gathers the energy from Universe 7 members alone, and it makes you wonder if he's that strong, if collecting energy from Universe 7 members alone would do it. But considering the size of the Spirit Bomb, I'm guessing they gave more energy than usual, like, say, versus how each of the Z fighters, how much energy each of the Z fighters are given in the fight against Kid Buu, but whatever. So there's that. So Goku forms a Spirit Bomb, he throws it, of course Jiren is pushing it back. No big deal. And of course, we have for more Universe 11 members commenting how powerful Jiren is. Goku tries going Kaioken and Kaioken times 10, times 20 in an effort to push back the Spirit Bomb onto Jiren, but it's no use. Like, Jiren is crazy. And as I was mentioning earlier, the two plot points that I liked that they put forward is that one, the the character, as in the character they were, the side character were putting onto Jiren as a martial artist, it was confirmed because Jiren himself actually wanted to test himself against Goku's spirit bomb, essentially. And I know that the Universe 11 gods were saying that, hey, him crushing Goku's ultimate move would basically kill the spirit of, everybody else in terms of demotivate them. But it did actually feel more along the lines of Jiren wanting to test himself and showing respect as a martial artist. And that was cool. I definitely like that. It kind of, not much, but it does feel like there's more to Jiren now besides just being a very strong guy. And the fact that he wants to Super Dragon Balls for himself, as stated by Toko. What he wants it for, I'm not sure. And the second plot point I liked how that they resolved was, yes, well, we found out that the statement that Whis made before the tournament about there being immortals stronger than all the gods of destruction, it was actually a rumor, and then now Jiren is actually confirming that rumor because, as pointed out by, I believe, Whis and Beerus, and that even Goku Kaioken times 20 can't do it, and even though Goku's giving his all, they do state that Jiren is far from his full power. Like, they can sense more power, like, vastly more. And it's insane. So it was cool that we got that confirmation. So all the theories of people saying that the mortal might be from Universe 4 are out. Like, that's, at least for the anime version of Super, that is out. And I'm pretty sure they'll continue, they'll drag that plot point over into the manga to make Jiren be the mortal as well. So we have Goku firing the Spirit Bomb. Trying to push it back onto Jiren up to Kaioken times 20 doesn't work. Jiren is a beast. He pushes back the Spirit Bomb, one hand, and eventually just pushes it off with just his glare, like his energy alone. Like, it's insane. This might not be my best review because it just feels like I'm just fanboying and rambling on, but at the end of it, at the end of 109, Goku gets hit by this. Well, no, he's about to get swallowed by the Spirit Bomb, and then we transition into 110, where Goku is eventually hit by the Spirit Bomb, and it's just cool to see that all the members, all the fighters on the ring have stopped to actually just watch the tournament. Like, it's. Oh, one thing I didn't like is that kind of like Vegeta. Why didn't you contribute to the Spirit Bomb? Like, come on, man. But yeah, there's that. But yeah, Goku eventually gets hit by the Spirit Bomb, and then we see the eyes go blank, the black lightning, the Spirit Bomb get compressed, and Goku falls in, and we have this massive crater at the side of the ring, and then even Beerus is really wondering if Goku got defeated, and it was like crazy. Like, but honestly, when the ring started to shake and Goku got back up with that new form, it was insane. So the thing I like about this, I still think we need more of an explanation, but we got an explanation. That is what I was looking forward to. Well, one thing I was looking forward to the most about this 1 hour special regarding Goku's new form. Because the thing is, Super isn't big on explanations, and Trunks' rage form was one of the things in the last arc that really, like, it was cool, but there's no real explanation for it. And I'm glad that we at least got that with this episode, well, with the 1 hour special at least, that apparently Goku absorbing the Spirit Bomb and him trying to resist it has, in a sense, broken the mortal limits of his body, and he's tapped into the further Saiyan potential, apparently. And not only that, tapping into this new kind of Kiar potential, it seems he has, as the spoiler stated, mastery of self movement, or I forgot what the sub said when I was watching. But yeah, so essentially what Whis was stating, the ability for him to basically move without thinking about his body moves instinctively. And I like how they put the explanation in the sense that, alright, he absorbed the Spirit Bomb, but it's not just an absorption, because as pointed out by Tien, the Spirit Bomb itself wasn't enough to beat Jiren, so why would Goku just absorbing it be, any different? And I like how they pointed that out. So the power scaling in this episode was I like things just made sense. Like there wasn't anything too far fetched. I'd say like things added up. There wasn't any bullshit or much bullshit, if any, where that's concerned. Um, of course, we're treated to this beautifully animated. It's at this point where the art and animation really steps up, and we see Topo Dispo try joining, Goku's dodging, and all of that. And at this point, he's keeping up with Jiren, and it's like, yo, like Jiren is in. I keep saying it, but Jiren really is insane, people. And like to even confirm his Beerus in 109, like was saying like how can a mortal, how come so much energy come from a one mortal? It's himself, like yo. So it was let's fire dog, like it's insane. But and I do like how it's set up in the fact that even though Goku got his new form, he didn't win off the bats. Like that was cool. Goku tried finishing it, but like Jiren wasn't at full power. We know that, and it's just confirmed at the end of it. You block Goku's last attack and blast him away, and Goku's form runs out of time because there's a time limit. So there's that. So it seems like it won't be something that Goku can go into in and out like on a whim just yet. So that was cool. I just thought overall the quality of the 1 hour special was pretty darn good. We got explanations, the animation, the art was good, the fight was well choreographed, episode was well paced. Yeah, and by the end of it, we get Hit coming in, setting up things for the Hit versus Jiren fight, which we already knew was gonna happen. So there's that. So that's me rambling on for my little review there. I I can't say it any more than I've already said it, but I definitely love the 1 hour special. There's not much more I can say. I'll probably do a follow up video tomorrow. Well, then again, this is already going up on Sunday because watch the episodes late, so there's that. So I'll probably do a follow up review and let you guys know if I have any other thoughts on the episodes at all. But yeah, there's that. So by the end of it, Goku loses. That's cool. I mean, Goku's been taking a lot of losses in Super, as opposed to popular belief, I suppose. But overall, the 1 hour special was legit, people. Honestly, totally legit. Jiren, total beast, and he doesn't even seem like tired or fatigued. Like most Goku man should do was actually just like scratch him on his face. That's all. So Goku setting up to even surpass Beerus at this point. So Sanjay Uchiha, rate, comment, subscribe. I know this is a long one, but God, it deserved it. Let me know what you thought about this little review ramble of mine. God, I just loved it. Sanjay Uchiha, I'll see you next one, people. Rate, comment, subscribe. Helps me out, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah, and the music was good.